This is the Playboy's dream toy. And yes, if you happen to be, say, a postal worker, it'll cost you the best part of a decade's salary. And there's a small risk that if you spend such a hideous amount of wedge on a supercar like this, your wife will leave you. But it's a Lamborghini, and worth the risk.
But we do have a possible solution for you to get you in this particular Gallardo LP560 without having to sell a kidney. Last week we introduced you to a well-known driving experience company, and now we're going to review two incredible supercars, one racing circuit and the elite Lamborghini driving package that ties them all together. This is the baby of the range and the most sensible Lamborghini ever. Did I really say sensible? Like a true supercar should, and it's got the poise and the grace of an Italian icon. And just listen to that 5-litre V10 engine. Good grief, it's music to my ears. I'm sitting on a Stampede of 512 brake horsepower. Like any supercar, the Gallardo isn't without its faults. The seat belts are almost impossible to find. And if you're tall like me and you have to have the seat all the way back, then the leather squeaks against the bulkhead every time you move, which means that you end up constantly pointing out to whichever fashion model or Contessa that you happen to have as a passenger at the time that you haven't just broken wind.
Our Robin to the Murcielago's Batman is still a four-wheel drive crusader to be reckoned with, and although it's the lesser of the duo, its incredible rear-biased drive makes access to super-heroic speeds as easy as picking off a lone henchman, handcuffed to a lamppost.
This may not have the incredible presence of the Murcielago, but by God, it's quick.
But not as quick as this. This is a real Lamborghini, a proper Lamborghini. It's a scissor door wielding V12, and if the engine note of Dave's V10 is music to the ears, then this thing is a full-on symphony. Listen to that.
So you want to race, do you, Morris? I'll take you on. Right, here we go. I can't believe I'm racing a Murcielago with a Gallardo. Yep, there he goes.
In the immortal words of Burt Reynolds, "Mama, baby." This car is, of course, incredibly dramatic. It's also very big and will grab more attention than a strippogram in a monastery. Forget supercars, the Murcielago is a hypercar. God, that's quick! But this is Lamborghini's flagship mainstream model, and it takes the places of legends such as the Countach and the Diablo on bedroom posters worldwide. It is a full, fat, no compromise Lambo. It is beautiful. But when you're driving, it is civilized. Obviously, of course, it's not a Ford KA, and there isn't enough room in here to take your coat off, for example. But it does have a very refined feel to it. So it is a slightly more user-friendly car. Of course, it still does about 8 gallons to the mile, or something like that. Of course, the presence of those trademark scissor-style Lambo doors help to make this car feel far more exciting than the Gallardo. And when you get inside, you find that the steering wheel isn't quite in front of where you're sitting. But the seatbelt catch is precisely where you sit when you get in, and you have to be careful that you don't accidentally give yourself a Lambo enema. So this is, as far as I'm concerned, the best Lamborghini ever, and you can find out yourself for under £250. It really does have a tremendous amount of poise and grace, but of course that's due to the four-wheel drive that it's now geared with. Now the thing is, with four-wheel drive it has a braking point, and if you push it too hard, you get into real trouble, because beyond a certain point there is no recovering it. So let's just see how far we can push it, shall we? Going into this top corner. I'm coming in probably a good 10-15 miles an hour faster than I did on my second run. Down 2 gears, we're into the corner, and oh my God, we're off! We're off! I have just used a £200,000 supercar to kill a cone. I don't think anybody noticed though. Let's get out of here before somebody does. So 2 amazing cars then, and an experience that's good value when you consider the amount of fuel that you'll get through.